What's up, y'all guys? Now, this video right here is going to be for beginners. That's going to be, that's going to want to retain. Now, the thing is, when you on semen retention, you got to truly make your mind up to retain. Now, you're not going to see, the benefits is not going to come like in the first week. You're going to just start to feel better like as a person in the first week, as a beginner. But the thing is, what I want you guys to do is, I want you guys to, as a beginner, to pull all the way back from females. Yeah, pull all the way back so you can focus on yourself. This is what's going to better you on this semen retention journey. Because a lot of you guys, y'all still try to, hang on, still try to text females and stuff like that as a beginner. And that's what's going to cause you guys to relapse. Because maybe y'all, you trying to focus on semen retention and females, and by you focusing on females too, they distracting you from what you from you defining yourself and finding purpose and bettering yourself in life. So you have to do away with that distraction. You got to pull all the way back. You got to want to just do this for you. This is what semen retention is about. It's about bettering your life. It don't have nothing to do with females. Yeah, the female attraction gonna come, bro. But that's not what it's about. It's about bettering yourself inwardly. So you can do things outwardly to help yourself to become that millionaire that you always wanted to be. To become financially stable that you always wanted to be. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take a lot of discipline. And another thing for you beginners, like, when it comes down to the benefits, you got to understand, too, that you're not going to feel all the benefits at once. Like, I'm going to say within, like, the third week, you're going to start to feel, like, a lot of energy. You're going to start to want to do more. But you have to make up your mind to make sure you direct that sexual energy towards something that's positive, towards something that's going to, that you can monetize, towards something that's going to help you and better you. I don't know what it is. But if you're ready to take yourself to the next level, when it comes down to helping yourself out and focusing on yourself, semen retention is the best thing to get on. I'm not gonna bull with you guys. I'm not kidding at all. You know what I'm saying? It took me to the next level with my YouTube channel. Like, I never thought that I'll have, a whole bunch of videos, over 100 videos in 2 months. Like, I just never thought that, bro. If I wasn't on semen retention, that would not be possible. So for the beginners, you're gonna have to pull back all the way back when it come down to females, and just like, tell all your females that you'll talk to them later or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So that you tell them that you're just focusing on yourself right now, so they'll understand. And trust me, on this journey, you're gonna find yourself. You're going to find yourself eventually, but you got to keep retaining. You got to keep that discipline. Yeah, you're going to get the female attraction, but you got to understand, high and, and keep moving. You keep it pushing when it comes down to these females. You know what I'm saying? You could like try to, you can communicate with them, but you got to keep it moving, bro. Don't keep it too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, say if you just like walking out in public and the female just wave at you, just wave at her and then just keep it going, bro. You got to keep it going. You can't let them distract you. Don't try to get their number or nothing. I want you guys to pull all the way back from females and focus on yourself. So you can focus on your purpose in life, so you can monetize it, so you can get, whether it's passive income or just a huge amount of income that you never thought that you would never be making. Always do better. Semen retention gonna try to, help you do better, but you have to put it in action. You have to put it in action. You just can't be on semen retention and think all good things just gonna come to you. When it come down to your purpose, when it come down to your life, bro, when it come down to your finances, you have to put the work in on semen retention. Now, the next thing, like the first month that you retain, bro, like you might go through like a flat line. You're going to go through a flat line, bro. And a flat line is like you might feel weak or you just might feel like, or you might have like this headache. Now, don't panic, bro. Don't start, it's up to you to start taking motions and stuff like that. But me personally, I had a headache when my first flatline. And I was kind of feeling kind of like down a little bit. But at the same time, I knew that it was a flatline. I knew for a fact that, what happens is if you get that headache or feel down, it's basically just like, it's trying to adjust to your body. It's spreading out through your body. When it's spread out through your body, it's like spreading in so many different directions that it's trying to like, balance it. It's trying to it's trying to get you ready for the next degree, for the next Super Saiyan when you go Super Saiyan on semen retention. It's trying to get you ready for that next month. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna last that long. It might last a couple of weeks, or it might last like a couple of days, and then you're gonna start feeling back normal. You know what I'm saying? I got a headache, and then after my headache went away, my mind became very, very clear. Like, I've been on semen retention for 2 months. Now, for all beginners, when you get on semen retention for 2 months, you guys got to understand that you're gonna have feelings, but you're not gonna feel feelings in you when you hit that 2 month period. Like, I don't have no feelings right now. Like, I don't feel my feelings right now. Like, I'm very like numb when it comes down to feelings, and I'm more logical, and my brain is like clear. This is like the best feeling. You know what I'm saying? And by you having by you having a clear brain, and by you not having like fog in your brain and not having feelings, it keeps you focused on your purpose. So you guys got to understand that, as you go Super Saiyan 1, that's the first month. Go Super Saiyan 2, it's only going to get better, bro. It's only going to get better. You're going to become more masculine. You're not going to be like for instance, I'm on my 2 month streak. I'm retaining. I've been retaining for 2 months. So basically, like, say if somebody, like, if a dude gets shot right in front of me, if a dude shooting another dude right in front of me, right, I'm not gonna be like, and like put the butterflies in my stomach. I'm just gonna be just looking like this. Like, seriously, like, I do not care no more. That's how you're supposed to be, like, as a man. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to let things get to you. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to stay focused on what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to stay focused on your purpose. You're supposed to walk in your own light. You're not supposed to be distracted by things of this world. And that's what semen retention gonna do on that 2 months, on that 2 month retain. You know what I'm saying? As I went Super Saiyan 2 for that 2 month retain. So I want you guys to know that for beginners, that it's only gonna get better. Now, I don't know what 3 months gonna be like. So as I'm retaining for my, going Super Saiyan 3, that's me charging my battery. Oh yeah, and for beginners, semen retention, the first month, your battery at 10%. Second month, 20%. Third month, 30%. That's how your battery gonna charge on this semen retention journey. And it's gonna get better, bro. It only gonna get better. Your energy it's gonna up your energy, your vibrations, your immune system. You're gonna get the vitamins, you're gonna get the proteins. It's gonna just keep spreading out your body, and it's just gonna just keep building you up. You're gonna become that virile man that's amongst men. Trust me. You're gonna become that virile man. You know what I'm saying? So beginners, I'm just trying to help you guys out. Like, what semen retention is about. It's about taking yourself to the next level. It's about putting your focus on what you really want to do in life, what you're trying to accomplish in life. It's for guys like that's trying to accomplish something, that's trying to find themselves. That's what semen retention is for. It's not for guys that just want the female attraction and keep relapsing. Like, that's not what semen retention is for, bro. It's to keep you disciplined, keep you well-grounded, and keep you, coming from a logical place when it come down to your mentality and not being in your feelings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make you a masculine man. And two, for beginners, like, y'all guys got to understand, too, that The female attraction is just a distraction. I'm serious on this semen retention journey. Women can feel your magnetic, aura. They can feel that, your vibrations. You're going to become a magnet. People going to start respecting you more. People going to start, take you more serious. They not going to want to play with you like that, because as you keep retaining, keep going Super Saiyan each month, people going to really they're going to respect you a lot more. They're going to look at you as, that nigga. You're going to be that light being. You're going to be the GOAT. You're going to be that virile man that's amongst men. To most dudes. Because most dudes are not on semen retention. They're going to be wondering why, at your job, why you got all this energy. They're going to be wondering, at your job, why are you so focused? God's going to be jealous of you. But you got to understand, but they going to only take it so far because they don't want to play with your energy. They're not going to want to play with your energy. I want you guys to know that. Excuse me. So you guys got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too for beginners, you got to understand that when you tap into your purpose, make that a habit. Semen retention gonna make that a habit. Your purpose. That's gonna be what you're trying to accomplish. That's gonna be your habit. That's what's gonna fill the void in your life. Not attraction that's coming from semen retention. You know what I'm saying? So semen retention, it's gonna make you much of a happier guy, and it's gonna make you a balanced guy. You're not gonna be, you just gonna be well-rounded. You're gonna just be solid. You're not gonna be in your feelings about nothing. Especially when you turn Super Saiyan 2. That's that 2 months. That's when you be on semen retention for 2 months. You're gonna start to notice a change in your body. You're gonna start to feel more energy, in your body. And for beginners, you're gonna start to feel just naturally stronger. You can just feel the energy through your spine. You're gonna feel the energy, in your chest, in your stomach, in your arms. You're gonna start to feel the energy a lot more. And plus two for beginners, as semen retention make your craft, make your purpose, as it make you, make that a habit. As it make that a habit and fill the void in your life, that's what's gonna make you successful. Because you're not gonna want to go a day without beating on your craft. You're not gonna want to go when it come down to me. It's just I can't go a day without uploading a video unless I'm sick or something. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I'm not. Semen retention got me in the best shape of my life. I feel like I can't go a day without uploading a video. I just gotta do uploads. I just gotta bring more knowledge. It's gonna make you wanna, bring more knowledge to the table, but at the same time, be a listener and a student, to wise minds. You're not gonna think you know it all as well. Because I had to gain knowledge as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna make you more of a humble person. Say if you have anger problems, you're not gonna wanna just get angry so quickly. Because your energy is it's building up, and you really don't want to hurt nobody. But if it's for the beginners, if it's not physical or really truly disrespectful, you're not gonna really want to pop off. You're gonna pop off when it's necessary. You're gonna get physical when it's necessary. And you're gonna have the energy to defend yourself as well for the beginners. You know what I'm saying? But only when it's necessary, when it comes down to self-defense. I just wanted to make this video for y'all, for all the beginners. Make sure, that, like I said, in the beginning stage of semen retention, pull back from females, stop texting females, focus on yourself so semen retention can lead you to your purpose, so you can live the lifestyle that you always dreamed of. It's Semen.